Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Another couple of questions that came on the email that I'm going to answer. Now, this sounds a bit incredible to me, but someone asked me about bullying, and I'm going to answer that question. And I'm not going to go the long way about it. I'm going to go the short way, because most of you know what bullying is. But anyway, here goes. Now, what is bullying? Bullying can be an action that is meant to make you feel upset from the norm. This could be physical, like pushing or hitting, or it could be verbal, like name calling. People are often bullied and they feel like they don't feel good, they don't feel nice at all. They carry on with their normal day and it happens. Now, what does it involve? It involves name calling. You know, the sort of thing like, you fat so, or you black blah blah blah, or you whatever it is. It's not good. Mocking, like taking the piss. It's not very good, but it does end up into bullying. And it does take people quite a while to get over bullying. Now, also stealing from you, physical assault, making threats against you, your person, your property. That's bullying. Trying to force you to do something you don't want to do. I see this all the time. It's bullying. Leaving you out of, say, a group activity. Now, there's different types of bullying. You have physical bullying. It's unwanted physical attention and unwanted contact between you. What can it include? Well, it can include hitting, kicking, spitting, poking, choking. All the unpleasant things. And you don't really want any of that. You also have verbal bullying. Now, this is more obvious. Verbal bullying is basically writing or saying something you detest, and it upsets you. You know, you might be crying. You just think, I don't want any more of this bullying. Stop the bullying. But this is what they do. You also have the newfound bullying, which I'm sure a lot of you know about. Since we've got smartphones, everybody's got smartphones. You have cyberbullying. Now, cyberbullying can be writing or posting things online. This can include different forms of social media. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, Instagram, and many more. You don't have to put up with it. Also, they can bully by email, forums, video comments, texts, creating groups and excluding you from those groups, messaging platforms like WhatsApp or Snapchat. I mean, there's a few more, but these are the basic ones. Now, what must the school do about it? Well, the school has to do something, especially if you're at school. Now, your school should have an anti-bullying policy. This is a document which says that the school will stop the bullying and handle complaints of bullying. Your school should follow this procedure and decide how to act in this situation. Schools are required by law to protect and promote the welfare of the children. Safeguarding. The school must take all reasonable steps to reduce the risks of harm to you and to deal with any concerns about your safety. Schools should follow the approach of prevention or an intervention in dealing with bullying in school. Now, the school should do as much as possible to stop bullying from happening in the first place. School staff should collect information about problems between pupils and might lead to a conflict, and promote respect and good behaviour in the school. Now, this does take a little bit of time sometimes. Head of year, everybody gets involved, but it's worthwhile. Now, schools should have an anti-bullying policy, and it should be linked to behaviour and discipline. And I believe we all know what you should and shouldn't do, but you know what? You do step over the mark now and again, especially some of you boys. Now, the schools have the power to punish pupils. Yes, that means you can go into the intervention room for a couple of days, and we know you don't want to go there. Or, if it's worse, it's detention or exclusion. Now, to improve your behaviour. However, The school should also have a support system in place for the person who's doing the bullying in order to identify the cause of the bullying behaviour. In a lot of cases, it's not really working as well as we'd like it to work, but it's there. Fixed action may reduce or remove the risk of the behaviour happening in the future. Now, how can you get help? If you are bullied, you should ask to talk to your parents, a teacher, or someone else in the school, such as a safeguarding officer. You should also see if the school has a counsellor, and in this day and age, very, very doubtful, but you can ask. If you aren't happy with the way the school has dealt with the bullying, you or your parents can make a complaint to the school following the complaints procedure. If you do not wish to talk to a teacher or a relative, you can call Childline anonymously, and that's on 0800 1111, and talk about your worries, and someone will give you a good bit of information. Bottom line is, bullying is prominent because of the society we live in. In fact, some of you will say that we promote bullying, and in one way we do, in another way we don't. But if you're being bullied, it's really, really unpleasant, and you have to get someone to do something about it. Now, you can leave an email at the end of it, and I'll see what I can do. I'm not promising, but bullying's important. It's important to deal with it now. Bullying affects all of us in different ways. Now, when you ask a lot of people about bullying, adults, they'll say to you, yeah, I was bullied when I was a child. This adult's 50 odd years old, and he still remembers it. So, school teachers, although you got a degree, which means you're a master of the universe, you got to stop and listen. I don't know why no one's listening to a lot of kids that are getting bullied. I don't know why we don't stop this early. I ain't got a clue. But let's hope that this little bit of information will help you. Anyway, any problems, email me, or if you want, get me on Skype. Speak to you later. Bye.